Good morning, everyone. This is your teacher, Miss Rita. Today I will be explaining to you the rest of the lesson 2 in chapter 3, How do adaptations help plants? First, let's start by correcting the homework that you previously had. On page 117, number 3. The question was to indicate for each of the following examples how their adaptations help them stay alive. For the Venus flytrap, its adaptations help it catch food. For the cactus, it has spines that protect it from predators, and for the water lily, it has big leaves that help it float on top of water. Please, I need you to copy the answers on your books. What is a life cycle? It is all of the steps and the stages that the living thing goes through while growing. To understand more, let's look together at the second slide. To understand more what life cycle means, let's look together at the picture in front of you. This picture represents the life cycle of a plant. As you can see, first the plant starts by being a seed. Then the seed grows leaves. It turns into a seedling, and then the seedling turns into a small tree that starts to grow and finally turns into a mature tree that has fruits. You know that fruits have seeds inside them. So these seeds can also later continue the cycle to form another tree. Different plants have different life cycles. What do we mean by this? I'm sure you've noticed that in the winter you cannot find all kinds of fruits, and the same goes for the summer. Why does this happen? It happens because plants have adapted themselves to give fruits and seeds at specific times of the year. What do we mean by this? If we look at the pictures in front of us, we can see that a cherry tree, since it lives in a region that has a cold winter, it can only give fruits in the summer. However, a papaya tree that lives in a region that is warm all year long can give fruits also all year long. So as you can see, the cherry tree and the papaya tree have different life cycles. They give fruits and seeds at different times of the year. Environments change due to many reasons. For example, they can change because of fires, of global warming, of pollution, and many other reasons. When these environments change, there will also be a change in the communities and organisms that live in these places. For example, if a place used to have water and for some reason it became dry, then the organisms that live in it and depend on water will not be able to live in this environment anymore. And this is what we call succession. So succession is the predictable changes of organisms and communities that live in an environment when this environment changes. If we look at the picture in front of us, we can see one example of succession. It shows us how the environment and the organisms change together. First, we had a forest with plants and trees. For some reason, this forest got on fire and it got destroyed with the communities that live in it. So now we have a bare land that only has soil. After a while, plants will start to grow again and they will keep growing until they form a new forest and a new community in this environment. And this is what we call succession. This is everything for today. For next time, I need you to prepare page 116 number 2 and page 118 number 5.